Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Rich and Bearcat. Welcome back. If you've been watching the news lately, so the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is in France. As of today, November 30th, 2024, he's in France forming strategic partnerships with Macron, the French president, and also the French government. Tinubu is saying that Nigeria is open for business, which I don't disagree. But at what cost? That is something that we're going to dive into today. The strategic partnership between Nigeria and France is for 300 million euros. That's an equivalent of about $317 million. That's the agreement. That is the mutual strategic partnership agreement with both countries. One of the things about Nigerian media that I think can be improved upon is depth. I feel that at least the Nigerian news medias that I only follow one, which is Channels TV, and I get some information from there. But I feel like you don't really get a lot of depth when it comes to particularly business. There's a lot of depth in political topics, but you don't really see a lot. They don't really go too in depth into Nigerian business strategic partnerships. They really don't do that. And I think it'd be beneficial if they did, because it'll help people like myself understand more. But after some digging and some research, I kind of figured, you know what? I'll come here, do this video, and talk a little bit more in depth about this strategic partnership with Nigeria. Is $317 million enough money? If it's the overall deal, I think that's too low. I feel that Nigeria is at a point where they can demand a minimum of $1 billion to do business, to have a conversation, to sit on the table and talk. I hope this $317 million deal is an initiation, like it's a start, with more coming down the pipeline. As both countries meet certain benchmarks, it goes up and up and up from there. But if the $317 million deal is the overall final deal, then I think that's too small. Especially with what Nigeria brings to the table. I really do think that's too small for a nation the size and caliber of Nigeria. So let's break down this deal. Anytime you have two partners coming together, they're both going to benefit, especially in strategic partnership situations. They are both looking at it from a mutually beneficial standpoint. But who ultimately benefits more? Who does that deal benefit the most? In this case, I think long term, the deal benefits France a lot more than it benefits Nigeria. And that is why I'm saying that the $317 million is just too small. And I'm just hoping that that is not the total. That's what I'm hoping. But if it is way too small. $1 billion minimum to talk and do business with Nigeria. $1 billion minimum. That's what we should be pushing for. $1 billion minimum. So let's go over it and talk about what the money is going to be used for. At least what Nigeria is saying that the money will be used for. $317 million is going to go towards road development, infrastructure development, hospitals, agriculture, renewable energy. These are the sectors that this $317 million is going to go towards. Remember that Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project that's ongoing right now? That money is going to go towards that. The Port Harcourt refinery, all of these refineries that Nigeria is trying to revive, part of that $317 million is going to go towards those projects. Certain amounts will be allocated to each state. Lagos is going to get some. Akwa Ibom State will get theirs. Rivers State will get theirs. All of the states in Nigeria will get a piece of this $317 million for projects and infrastructure development. So France gives Nigeria the money for Nigeria to develop roads, hospitals, agriculture infrastructure, renewable energy. In addition, banks like Zenith Bank, United Bank for Africa, UBA, they are also opening up branches in France. So not only is Nigeria benefiting from this influx of money, we are also sending homegrown banking institutions offshore to France. So these guys are going to have their own branches. Zenith Bank is opening up a branch in France. UBA is opening up a branch in France. As part of this partnership. Healthcare, very, very important with the hospital development. We need better healthcare system. Now I'm talking about the benefits, like this is what Nigeria is getting now from this deal. Job creation. As a result of this $317 million that's coming into Nigeria with all of these projects, people have to do these projects. Job creation for the average Nigerian that's skilled in construction development. A lot of people are going to benefit. There'll be a lot of ancillary benefits coming out of these deals. So all of these sectors, we're looking at jobs for Nigerians. And like I mentioned, local businesses are also going to benefit from this deal. It's a great deal. It's a great deal, but I still feel personally that the money's just too small, is not enough. But it is a great deal. So just sharing these benefits with you, what Nigerians, because the media outlets, they don't break these things down. I'm breaking it down. I'm analyzing it for you. Enhanced global partnerships. When Nigeria is successful, they always say, what is successful is repeated. If this deal materializes and it's successful, it opens the doors for other nations to come into Nigeria. It also benefits other African countries as well to come on the table. If the France and Nigeria partnership succeeds, and we are able to show benchmarks and show certain things that have been built. Okay, this hospital was built as a result. These roads, these infrastructures were in place as a result of this. Other countries will start coming in wanting to partner with Nigeria. On the flip side, what is in it for France? How does France benefit? And this is where I'm saying that in the long run, you see, in the short to medium term, it benefits Nigeria more than it benefits France. But in the long term, it benefits France more than it benefits Nigeria. This is where it benefits. This is the holy grail of this. This is where it benefits. Listen very carefully. Nigeria's vast oil and gas resources. We are the 5th largest oil producer on the planet. We have so much oil and gas deposits, we don't even know what to do with. France is interested in that. They've been interested in Nigeria's oil and gas sector since the Civil War. They want the resources. It's the same thing I said in my previous videos about when Nigeria goes out to seek loans from these nations or seek partnerships from these nations, they always present our vast oil and gas resources. That's usually like the lead. This is what we bring to the table. You can partner with us. You give us money, we'll give you access to these vast natural resources. Another key point, Nigeria's emerging markets, not only in the African continent, but in the world. 220 plus million people in Nigeria. As a result of this partnership, Nigeria will open their doors for French imports. Now your basic foods, your tin tomatoes, your butter, your sugar, your salt, all of this is going to be coming from France as part of the deal. So you'll see an influx of French foods, French clothing, French commodities. That's part of the deal. French services. When Nigeria is building these roads, guess which construction companies they'll use? French contractors. They'll use French construction companies. They'll use French expertise. So yes, we are getting this money, but we are also paying for these services with that money. Opportunities for French companies in Nigeria as a result of this deal. Long term, you are going to start seeing a lot of French-owned companies in Nigeria coming to support the development of these sectors. Expansion of French trade networks. We're talking long term here. On the short to medium term, Nigeria is getting that money. That's if they even do the project, because you know how it can be over there, how it gets over there. So that is what I'm saying. Like, with all of these natural resources that the French can now tap into, an open market, where as a result of this, France gets to come in, bring their commodities, bring their products and services. They're benefiting. In the long term, they benefit more than Nigeria does. And that is what I'm saying, that the deal favors France more in the long term than it does Nigeria. And while the $317 million is not, I mean, that's a tidy sum of money. So it's a lot of money, but I feel like we should be coming to the table with a minimum of $1 billion. So I'm going to pose a question to you. What do you think about this deal? Is it a start of a stronger Africa / Europe strategic relationships and partnerships? Do you think that Nigeria is asking too little? Should we be asking for more? Are you in support of this deal based on the amount? $317 million? 300 million euros? Push your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about this. Ask questions. My name is Richard Barakat. I'm a Nigerian-born entrepreneur based in the United States. This channel is about business, investments, and strategic partnerships in Nigeria. We want to help tell the Nigerian story. We want to help position Nigeria as a hub for growth. While I do commend the current government for going out there, this I would probably say in the past 10 to 15 years is one of the most pro-business, pro-partnership regime in Nigeria. Wouldn't you agree with that? They're going out there and forming these partnerships. They're forming partnerships with China. They're forming partnerships with Europe. I am yet to see significant partnerships being formed with the United States, though. There really isn't a lot of that going on right now. But I mean, as far as like the United States government is concerned, but brands like US-based brands like Coca-Cola is boosting their investments in Nigeria. Recently, they just invested $1.5 billion in the Nigerian economy. You have brands like Google investing in Nigeria's fintech industry. We need more of these partnerships. But we need to start as a nation coming to the table asking for more money as well. All right? Like, share, and comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of the subject matter. Okay, let's talk about it. My name is Richard Barakat. Talk to you guys later.